workout. So this warm-up, we're gonna do 3 movements for 4 rounds. First one is gonna be 20 shoulder taps in plank. So let's come into a push-up plank position. And then from here, I'm gonna tap my shoulder 20 times. So it can be the opposite shoulder or the same shoulder. Both are cool with me. Each tap counts as 1. Let's do 20 total. I think I'm on 4. You could also do this from your knees or with your hands elevated if need be. I just realized there is this doll is in the shot. Get it out of here. Okay, hollow rocks. So when I do a hollow rock, I'm gonna come to the ground. We could also do a tuck rock. I'll show you both. When I'm doing a hollow rock, I want my point of contact with the ground to be my low back, and ideally just my low back. So I wanna turn my low back into the bottom of a rocking chair. So I'm gonna start on the ground. Legs are together, toes are pointed, arms are above my head. So I'm gonna curl my shoulders off the ground and then bring my legs off the ground. And then from here, I rock. If that's a little too much, we can bring our arms down, come into a tuck, and then rock like that. Either way, let's do 10 of those. Awesome. Then we're gonna combine a lunge with what's called a Samson stretch. So to do a Samson stretch, I'm gonna interlock my fingers and then turn my palms upward. And so what we're gonna do is just 10 lunges alternating, holding that Samson stretch, trying to keep our palms toward the ceiling as much as we can. So we might have to reach up and back, bringing our head through. Awesome. Take this camera. There we go. All right, we're gonna do 3 more rounds. I'll be counting for myself. If my pace doesn't match yours, don't sweat it. Let's start with our 20 shoulder taps in a plank. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hollow rocks. Here we go. Or tuck rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're doing that Samson stretch, and let's do 10 lunges holding that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 2 more. Shoulder taps. I'm getting warm, it's working. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rocks. Let's do to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our Samson lunges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we've got one more round. Camera placement is bugging me. Okay. Shoulder taps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hollow or tuck rocks. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are getting hard. All right, Samson lunges. Reaching up, bringing our head through. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice job. So for today's workout, ideally, we're gonna have something we can hold in our hand. So it could be a kettlebell or a dumbbell if you've got one, but it could be really any item is gonna work out. So I should have mentioned that at the top of class, but if you need to grab that, we can do that. So how this workout will work, and I did paste it in the chat for all of you, but every 3 minutes, a new round will begin. We've got 3 movements to complete, and then we can rest for the remainder of that time. So if it takes me 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete all the work, then I get to rest for 1 minute and 30 seconds. But on the 3, a new round will begin. So the work we're completing is 14 thrusters, 14 toes to object, and 14 hang power cleans. Once we complete that, we rest, and then at the next 3-minute interval, we'll start a new round. And we're gonna do 6 rounds. Does that format make sense for everyone? Cool, awesome. Let's talk about all these movements. The thruster is the first one. So we can do a single hand version or a 2-hand version. If you're doing a single hand version, just split it up however you like. I recommend 7 on one side, 7 on the other, but that's just my quirky taste. So if I'm doing a single arm version, I'm starting with my item in a close approximation of a front rack. So if you've got a dumbbell, the back end of the bell can rest on your shoulder. If you've got a different object, maybe it's a little more unwieldy, just holding it in this kind of stacked position up near your shoulder is gonna work. So from here, I'm gonna squat down, and as I come up, I'm thinking in the last like 10% on the way up, like from here upward, I wanna hit the boosters because I'm gonna be sending my item up overhead. So I'm really thinking about extending my hips, locking my legs out aggressively so I can help send that item overhead, and I don't have to just press it like a strict press or anything. So a couple in a row. If you want to do a 2-hand version, we can start still in a front rack, but I've got my hand on either side, squatting down and coming overhead. And Lily's reminding me, if you've got 2 items, you can put 1 in each hand as well and still do 14. So that's the thruster. Then toes to object, which is a bit of a misnomer because our goal is not necessarily to get our toes to the object. I think it's more because we're trying to replicate what toes to bar would be like if we were able to be in the gym on a rig where we could do gymnastics movements. So I've got my object on the ground, and that's just gonna kind of serve as an anchor. So I'm gonna start on the ground, hands around my anchor, and then I wanna bring my toes up towards my object. They might get there, they might not. Everyone's gonna be a little bit different, but I'm raising my legs up. I get to about here, and I'm out of room, so that's where I'm coming back down. You can also, someone asked last time to do these, can you kick like you would in a toes to bar? And you certainly can. So if you've done toes to bar up hanging from a bar, sometimes we'll get like a bend in our knees and then kick. That's totally okay. Awesome.
Jarek?
Yes.
Is it like toes or heels tap the ground between reps?
Not necessarily. Like, if you can, that's amazing, and you can certainly shoot for that. But if that doesn't feel sustainable or like feels uncomfortable, then just as far as you can, basically. Cool. All right. Then we've got the hang power clean. So I will use my object again, and again, single arm version, 2-arm version. The hang power clean. So when we normally do a regular power clean, it's going from the ground to our shoulder, just like that. So I'm receiving the weight in this like 1/10 of a squat sort of. For this, I'm gonna go from the hang, which is gonna be defined as basically somewhere above my knee. So I'm going to come down into the hang. This is in slow motion. So sending my butt back. Now the handle of the dumbbell is just above my knee. That's where I'm gonna come back, extend, get super tall, and pop the weight onto my shoulder. I can't do it in slow motion. So at regular speed, so it's coming down to just above my knee and then popping up onto my shoulder. Let's try a few if you haven't. Yeah. And so the idea with this is we want to think about popping up, extending hard, and as soon as our object is coming up past like our waistline, we're thinking about re-bending our knees and kind of just sneaking under it. Not in like a full squat or anything, but just a quick little re-bend of the knees. And we want to do that and try to avoid the kind of like, the biggest fault with the hang power clean with a dumbbell is folks will turn it into like a swinging bicep curl. So we just want to make sure that we're very deliberately coming into the hang and then extending our hips and dropping under. It should be moving up and down and not swinging like a pendulum. So just something to keep in mind as we do these. So every 3 minutes for 6 rounds, 14 thrusters, 14 toes to object, 14 hang power cleans, and then we'll rest for the remainder of the 3 minutes. So it is implied here that you're gonna get some rest. I suspect you all will, but just in case, we just wanna keep this in our back pocket If you're getting less than 30 seconds of rest, let's change the number of reps. I think a good place to start, if you're gonna do that, is 10, 10, 10. See how it goes. But we'll start with 14, 14, 14. But I want you all to get a good chunk of rest. The idea is we can move very quickly, get a nice amount of recovery, so we can move quickly each round. So if the work is taking you almost 3 minutes to do, then we need to change the number. So I am going to quickly strap my glasses to my head, and then we will begin. I came unprepared. Okay. Everyone ready? All right. Let's start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 14 thrusters. Nice thrusters, everyone. Looks great. Nice job. Looks great. There we go. Got another minute. All right. One down. All right, next one coming in 10 seconds. Round number 2. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice job, everyone. Whew. Spicy. Nice job. Awesome. I love new types of weighted objects. And I think Lily's got a brick, which is probably one of my favorites so far. That rules. Two down. I don't think I'm ready to say how many are left. It doesn't feel encouraging yet. All right, 10 seconds. Round number 3 coming at us. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice job. Three down. Pretty good. All right, 15 seconds. Round number 4. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice work, everyone. Two more. Starting to breathe real heavy. All right, friends, we got 15 seconds. We're crushing it. Let's go in 10. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There you go, friends. Nicely done. Whew. There we go. One more. Fifteen seconds. 10 seconds. Last round, we made it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice work. All right. Great job, everyone. We'll do a little mobility. I just need a moment. Can't quite breathe yet. Okay. We're gonna do half saddle. So, we've used our legs a whole bunch today. Lots of thrusters, lots of hang power cleans, which are using our glutes, hamstrings, so on and so forth, and even our quads a little bit. So, we're gonna get into a half saddle. I'm just gonna start this just for a reference. So what I'm looking for is I'm seated with one leg out in front of me, and my other leg is folded, basically with my calf right next to my thigh. And you can kind of determine what's comfortable. I like to pull mine in, really get it tucked in. But I want it to be next to me and not underneath me. And then I can vary the degree of stretch with how much I'm leaning back. I know some people can get into this position and lie down. I'm not one of them. I can just kind of chill back like this. So we're gonna hang out probably like 30 more seconds and then we'll switch sides. Nice, Lily. And Heather. And then when we do a stretch like this, we want to very slowly move our way out of it. So you don't want to just like pop out. So I'm very slowly coming forward, pulling my leg out, and then we can go on the other side. And if you want to do each of these longer, that is all good. I'm much tighter on this side, turns out. We'll hang out here for like 40 more seconds probably. Breathing the whole time. Fantastic job, everyone. That's all I got for you today.